It's the NBA. We're glad to get spooky with you tonight. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. Taking a look at Portland, down at 10th in the early going, looking to make a move up in the standings.
And for the Trailblazers, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft. Guys, the results have flown since then.
Clearly. David, thank you. Well, it's certainly our treat to bring you, the fans, NBA action here on Halloween. And Greg, as a parent, how many pieces of candy do your kids get to have in one night?
Oh, they came back loaded down, and you can't let them eat it all. Maybe 5 pieces or so, and then you hope they forget about it or try to stagger it and get to Christmas.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Antetokounmpo is out there with Steven Adams. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, they've got Portis. Hield is out there with Durant, and it's Bane in at the 2. Simmons against Dinwiddie. Giannis a screen on Dinwiddie. And Simmons slams it in.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll. And how chaotic was this offseason for Simmons? I mean, the trade rumors swirling, stepping back from Team Australia, ultimately traded. And you talk about someone just dying for a fresh start.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And the passing skills of Giannis continue to improve. His floor awareness has grown through the years.
Durant finds Dinwiddie. Back to Durant. Launches a 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the 76ers.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Antetokounmpo passes to Adams, and a wide-open look for Cunningham. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Took him no time at all on that one.
But we'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis brings it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Back to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Portis. Durant in the corner. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, they put the defense on them. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Portis. Aldridge comes in for Kevin Durant. Jay Crowder's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Dinwiddie. 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Christopher, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and when the timing ideal, my goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play. Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Buries it from three-point range.
3 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Heat. Boston, no good that time either. And here's Portland. They're on a 15-3 run.
Desmond Bain. That's his first
And
personal
one of the
foul.
more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists,
line from
rebounds,
Trailblazers.
steals, and he continues to
Simmons.
develop as a
2
scorer.
shots.
He's off on the first.
And it's hard to look at Simmons and not get excited about his potential. He's still got a lot of developing to do as a player, and he's ready to put in the work.
He doesn't get the second one. Celtics trail by 12. Payton passes to Bain. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Simmons can't get it to go.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Out to the wing. Payton can't get it to go. Portland leading by 10. Here's Christopher. A three-pointer off the mark. Aldridge looking for an opening. Here's Bain. And the wide-open shot from Crowder traps in the tray.
Listen, this is a guy who can get hot from downtown. Great to see Jay Crowder being aggressive when given the opportunity.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. One of the most prolific offensive rebounders in the league, and his canter breaks down the impact of that particular play.
Give us an extra position, it's demoralize the opponents, and I think it gives my teammates so much confidence. Tell them, hey, shoot it with confidence, and if you miss him, I'm gonna go get it for you.
Greg's so valuable, having players who don't need plays called for them to have an impact.
And he's shown he can score in the paint, but if he's not getting touches, he can also go and attack that offensive glass.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They also came out of the locker room ready to run. Their transition game has been in full effect.
They've got Buddy Hield. Durant is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Finney Smith passes to Aldridge. Tries the spin move. Now here's Durant, defended by Ilyasova. Back to KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Cunningham. He has 6. Up and in on the lane. Cunningham's got 8. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
The Celtics making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Adams, he's checked in for Portland. Here's Dinwiddie. No points in the game yet for him. Hield finds Durant. Misses the three. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Portland. They've held a 12-point lead early.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game. They're having more success with three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's Giannis. Oh, Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hield outside. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut back down to single digits after the bucket is good from Durant.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Fans, the longest section gets free t-shirt. Let's see who gets the longest and who wants a t-shirt. All right, look who's coming on onto the court. Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Portis. Jay Crowder comes in for Kevin Durant. Baines checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Hield. .103 left to play here in the second quarter. Right block shot. Plumlee with some nice D. Celtics trailed by 9. Back to Crowder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they're taking on Clint Capella and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Indiana Pacers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
That one is off.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he sinks the second.
I just have so much respect for how Jay Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
Passes it to Stewart. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Feigl. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Portland shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from a charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Here's Peyton. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Peyton's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Pass to Bain. This one for three. Portland grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Simmons with it. Three-pointer. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Trailblazers lead by 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Portland Trailblazers.
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
And let's take a look at the standings as the Western Conference starts to come into focus.
Checking out the Trailblazers. They're right where I expected them to be. The effort is there, but their play is inconsistent. Feels like they're still constructing this roster. We'll see what they look like by the end of the year.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Portland ball.
With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. 5th best, the Trailblazers.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Here's Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers, Adams is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Cunningham. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Simmons in at the 1. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Celtics, trailing by 10. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Oh, good on the triple. And for Portland, they're shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Here's Simmons. Misses off the left iron.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Trailblazers leading by 10. And there's the drive. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Cunningham's got 11 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Portis.
And it gives us a chance here to check out some stats on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Great showing for him last season. Last season, put up about 28 points per, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
Celtics trail by 13. KD on the wing. A three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the great thing about Durant, he gives you a lot of everything.
Yeah, it goes way beyond being versatile. This guy is a great shooter, an elite historical scorer, rebounder, passer, shot blocker, one of the most complete players in the history of the game.
And he comes up with the deuce. Dinwiddie's got his first basket.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
KD against Giannis. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Healed the pass to Bain. Ball stolen.
2 minutes remaining in the
Here's
third.
Christopher.
2 minutes.
He has 5. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. He takes it in, and he banks in the layup. Giannis has got the lead up to 13 now for Portland.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Aldridge dishes to Heel. Durant in the corner. Off target from outside. Trailblazers leading by 13. Outside for Simmons. Now the pass to Cunningham. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Cunningham's got 14.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Bain, no good. Portland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Aldridge with it. Now guarded by Simmons. Down low. Here's Dinwiddie. Celtics passing it around. Three-pointer, Heel. And Simmons with the rebound. For Portland, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Cunningham's shot is off. Celtics trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Boston, no good that time either. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. The three. Christopher, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. To the paint. Out to KD. Pass to Dinwiddie. On deep. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. Lets the 3 fly. He's off on that one. Adams. And so it's Portland in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this team to become competitive. We've got Jay Crowder. He's out there with Plumlee. And it's Payton in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. No good from Simmons.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Out to the right wing. Payne for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road.
Well, Crowder known for his defense, and you love to see him get high for these rejections.
Plumlee, the pass to Crowder. Here's Finney-Smith. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Portland leading by 13. Pass to Stewart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
First team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Yeah, they're taking care of business in the paint, too, getting valuable points down low there.
Portis, he's checked in for the Celtics. And so Stewart nails both of them. Celtics trail by 15. Payton passes to Bain. Three-pointer, Crowder. The shot, no good. The Trailblazers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. There's the pass to Thibault.
Boston foul. That's
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Portland.
Second team foul. Into the lineup for the Trailblazers, Ersan Ilyasova.
Stewart kicks to Simmons. Here's Thibault. That shot off. Good work defensively by Crowder. Pass to Bain. Inside, out to Payton. Portland grabs the miss. Simmons got 5 rebounds tonight. It's taken away by Payton. Back to Portis. In the corner, it's Plumlee. Off target from three-point range. Trailblazers leading by 15. Passes it to Simmons. Now, here's Stewart. Pass to Vincent.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Out to the right wing. Here's Payton. Boston again missing. For Portland, they've gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Simmons passes to Vincent. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in players, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's rebounded by Portis. Durant, the pass to Bain. To the middle. Here's Portis. And the layup is good.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Boston foul. Desmond Bain. That's his 4th personal foul. fourth team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers.
The first one falls.
Dave Cunningham at the line for 2.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. Here now is Dinwiddie. Payne for 3. That shot no good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't get home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Giannis, a dominant performance. What is the level that this team is playing at?
It's amazing, man. I think the whole group, the whole team played hard. The whole team was ready. Everybody stepped up. And, you know, this is what makes the average team from a great team or a good team.
I know you guys are looking for great and not good. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right,
Here
David,
are the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Milwaukee Bucks. At shooting guard, Josh Green. At power forward, Keldon Johnson. At the other guard, Russell Westbrook. At center, Clint Capella. At the other forward position, Jason Tatum. The head coach of the visiting team is Mike Budenholzer. Let's meet the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. At small forward, at 6'3", number 4, Buddy Hield. At the point, at 6'6", number 26, Spencer Dinwiddie. The big man, 6'10", number 9. The other guy, standing 6'5", number 11, Desmond Bane. Starting at the other forward position, 6'10", number 7, Kevin Durant. The head coach of your home team, your Boston Celtics.
Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Brian, you could say the alley-oop is perhaps the game's most exciting play. Ricky Rubio said that 80% of the credit should go to the finisher. LeBron James said, quote, the worst passes often lead to the best finishes. And Lonzo Ball said, when you have someone you trust to catch it, you can pretty much throw it wherever.
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You take a look at the Bucks, still early, but they have the 3rd best record in the conference. And of course, Boston, back 2.5 games.
Seeing where the Bucks are, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs
will be stiff.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. We've got Jason Tatum, Clint Capella out there with Keldon Johnson. Then it's Green, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. And for the Celtics, they've got Kevin Durant. He's out there with Buddy Hield. And it's Bane in at the 2. And Grant, these teams both stacked in the front court.
Stacked indeed, B.A. The versatility demanded in today's game, revolutionizing those positions. Now, it's not enough to just control the paint. You've got to do more.
Boy, his timing is just superb. Durant absolutely lethal on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Outside Tatum, the 3-ball. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Bane. 8 points in his last time out. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Tatum from behind the arc. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
3 points.
Tatum's got 6.
Boy, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Here's Dinwiddie. Hey, rejected by Capella.
Boston foul. Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Dinwiddie against Westbrook. Outside Tatum. Capella, screen on heel. Here's Tatum. Sent away. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Tatum with another miss. Boston's gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter.
Ever since the back half of last year, Tatum's been on fire. Now, the game has slowed down for him, so he could play faster, but now he's become nearly unstoppable. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Capella. And a slam dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
Dinwiddie outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And, you know, in the under 25 club, Grant, some observers say they take Tatum over Doncic and others.
Well, Tatum's a big guy who's only getting bigger. His defense is almost on par now with his offense, and he has a possible MVP in his future.
Griffin, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bagley comes in for Johnson. Now here's Plumlee. Crowder outside on the wing. Bane lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Boston foul.
And the Bucks with some changes. Sumner's checked in for Green. And it's Bledsoe in for Westbrook.
Team foul. Bucks substitution. Edmund Sumner.
1:44 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Bagley. Outside Tatum. Bledsoe against Payton. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Not lacking confidence in his scoring ability inside, Bledsoe knows he can do damage from there.
Here's Bane. On the wing, Crowder. Plumlee with it. Defended by Griffin. Pass to Bane. Back to Crowder. Now Aldridge. 6 to shoot. Here's Plumlee. From deep three-point range. And here's Crowder from the arc. And it's Bagley with the rebound. The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Oh, stolen by Payton. Aldridge passes to Payton. And that one's good.
Boy, nice look from the big man, Aldridge. Doing a nice job sharing the wealth.
Bledsoe against Payton. Griffin, a screen on Crowder. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. Finney-Smith checked in for Plumlee. The Bucks also with a sub. Hampton's checked in for Bledsoe. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Finney-Smith. Gets the three to fall.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Griffin outside. Pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Look at Tatum get up. I love whenever he goes up with that kind of aggression and force. He's not messing around at all, taking names and making statements.
Crowder finds Payton. Aldridge down low, working on Griffin. Tatum from long range, and another three for Milwaukee.
He's an accomplished outside shooter, and Tatum's confidence and shot selection, I think it's what makes him so deadly.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Milwaukee. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. Back to the game after this break. Well, he can be a one-man army, rebounding, scoring, and assisting. But Russell Westbrook knows he's got to rally those around him to win.
We got to do it together, and I think that's more important than scoring any points or doing anything else is leadership, and that's where I got to find my niche and try to lead the guys.
Westbrook is all about winning, Grant.
Yes, he is, and his teammates will tell you as well. For all the stats he piles up at the end of the day, he's laser focused on getting the dub.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Buddy Hield. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Portis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5.
Well, you know, in high school, he was a star. In college, the same thing. Durant got drafted second back in 2007. Then immediately became an all-star.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
All right, BA, Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, "I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire."
Well, different perspective, Allie. Good stuff. And Durant averaged over 20 points a game his rookie year.
BA also won Rookie of the Year as well. Since then, he's won just about every individual honor you possibly could. First ballot consensus Hall of Famer when it's time.
To the inside, and a slam and dunk by Capella.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Celtics. Make some noise. Fans, your Celtics dancers.
The Celtics making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Bledsoe, he's checked in for the Bucks. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Left side, Finney-Smith. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Finney-Smith. Out to Hield. On the wing, Durant. 4-3. Counted from distance. Durant's got 6 points. All right, Clark, in your heyday, you were a real force on the glass. what impresses you about today's rebounding experts?
Well, the rebounding piece of the game has not changed. It's all about timing, positioning, and a desire to retrieve the ball. And I had that, and rebounding is universal and timeless. If you can rebound at the highest level in college, then typically you're a good rebounder in the pros. And if you rebound in the pros in the 50s or 60s, you'd be able to rebound in the pros in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So that part of my game, I know, without any doubt, would still transfer today.
Now here's Green. Here's Westbrook. Plumlee pulls down the board.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And they pick up 2.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
All right, fans, get up on your feet. Make some noise. Who wants a t-shirt? All right, look who's coming on up to the court. Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
He's checked in for Plumlee, and it's Bain in for Finney-Smith. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Griffin, he's checked in for Capella. Bagley comes in for Johnson. Tatum, he's checked in for Green. And Sumner subbed in for Westbrook. .11 left to play in the half. Here's Sumner, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The ball handling and passing of Griffin. It's what helps set him apart from other power forwards.
Up top, Portis. Back to Bain. Lays it up and banks it in. Bain's got 5 now.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Steps back. There's Tatum with the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Inside. Oh, they get a hand on it. Portis with the steal. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Dinwiddie. From deep, Bain. And again, Boston with the triple. 16 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And it's Bledsoe on the drive, and it's good for 2. Bledsoe's gotten his second bucket.
Bledsoe's a master at taking it to the rack. I mean, his combination of strength and speed, hard to contain.
Fires for 3, and the foul on Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Buck substitution, R.J. Hampton.
It'll count. The shot no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Celtics out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome. First up, let's look at the 2 guys who are each leading their respective teams through the first half. And this matchup has been every bit as good as advertised. Just take it from Shaq. I mean, he's the king of advertisements.
Stay tuned, folks. Don't change that dial.
But what about during the commercials?
Definitely not.
And now a look at how that first half went for the Celtics. They're in a close one.
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy, and they were able to give the starters a real break because of the way they performed. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have from their second unit.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Taking a look at the Bucks. We've got Clint Capella, Green out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Johnson in at the 4 slot. And Boston has possession after the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Durant. Back to Hield. On the wing, Bane. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Bane's got 11 points.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Green. Pulls it. Deflected.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Outside Tatum. 3-pointer. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
3 points.
Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one.
Celtics. It's T-shirt Bonanza. Make some noise. All right. Look who's coming out onto the court. Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
A big group substitution here for Boston. Plumlee's checked in for Portis. Aldridge comes in for Durant. Crowder, he's checked in for Hield. And Payton is subbed in for Dinwiddie. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Payton finds Plumlee. Here's Bane. Crowder outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Let's look at the top rebounders from last season. Clint Capella, number 1.
And this is someone who loves being aggressive on the glass. He proved it last season with how dominant he was collecting rebounds.
Here's Tatum. Again, Milwaukee.
You know, right there, you see some of the old school mid-range game that Tatum has in his bag.
A popular phrase in the NBA circles has become rim runner. Basically, centers that live in the paint on both ends of the floor, guys who rack up rebounds and easy buckets. Clint Capella might be the best in the league at rim running. I just love the ball movement.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Over to the wing.
2 minutes remaining.
To the middle. Here's Plumlee. Pass to Crowder to win the run. Knocks it down from distance. Crowder's got his first 3 points of the game. Well, when you look at the numbers of Capella, Grant, you see a guy who knows his role.
I love it. I mean, Clint never attempts threes. He's not looking to stretch the floor. A career 60+% shooter, Clint lives on dunks and putbacks, and he's always among the league leaders in rebounding. He's just a force down low.
And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Griffin, he's checked in for Capella. Bagley comes in for Johnson. Sumner's checked in for Green. And it's Bledsoe in for Russell Westbrook. 1:49 left in the third. Oh, stolen by Payton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a three-point Celtic lead.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
The Bucks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Oh, stolen by Payton. From deep, Payne. The basket is good. Off the setup from Aldridge. Payne's got 14 points for the game.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession, and this time, DeMarcus finds him.
Now here's Bledsoe. Bagley finds Tatum. And here's Griffin. Pass to Bledsoe. Just 5 to shoot. Finney Smith checked in for Boston.
His second personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Celtics, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Here's Bagley. Softly drops in the floater. Bagley's gotten his first basket of the night.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Crowder inside. He's covered by Bagley. Pass to Finney-Smith. Fires the three. And again! Boston with the triple!
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Griffin with it. Payton covering. Bagley for 3. Unable to get that one. And Boston going the other way now. That'll be the first of a 5-game tour around the league. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Bledsoe. Banked it in off the glass. 6 points for him.
I think it's almost impossible to guard Bledsoe when he's breaking moves out like that. His ball handling, terrific.
Count it.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And now let's take a listen in on head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Get through it. Talk to each other. Chase. Be active on the ball. Maybe inside to middle, but at least do something.
Not happy at all with the effort. Mike Budenholzer challenging his team to get involved.
Yeah, it happens, but you can't blame him for being upset. Let's see if his passion can infuse more life into these guys.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Buddy Hield is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Portis in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Milwaukee with the ball. A 12-point game. Here's Hampton. Misses off the left iron.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Durant. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
The kick out to Johnson. On target from range.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Back to Hield. Pass to Portis. The kick to Durant for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with a 3 of his own.
Plumlee's checked in for Payton.
That's his third personal foul. second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, Mason Plumlee.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Here's Westbrook, and that's good from 17 feet.
You know, Westbrook's always in control. He gets the shot that he wants to, and over time, that can just wear out a defense.
Pass to Portis. Over Johnson. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. In transition, here come the Bucks. And he's going for the oop here. And a slam dunk by Capella.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
Outside heel. Back to Dinwiddie. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Left side healed. Portis, the pass to Plumlee. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
We present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
You know, after a tough game last time out, this was a return to form. He got his groove back and reminded everyone what he's capable of. Minute 37 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. Here's Capella. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. Boston has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Tatum with a steal. And the foul called on Buddy Hield. That's his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. Third team foul.
Down low. Here's Bledsoe. 2 points. That one goes.
Love the toughness of Bledsoe. Outstanding in maintaining his balance, even when you body him up.
Here's Bane. Green covering. Back to Bane. Pass to Aldridge. Durant for three. Capella with a rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Tatum passes to Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
The three from Bane. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Jason Tatum taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 10.
The potential that Tatum still possesses to get better is quite scary. I mean, this guy has done an awful lot in a very short time. He's a versatile forward with tremendous skills and a work ethic to match.
And so Tatum nails both of them. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Hield. On the wing, Bane. Back to Hield. The three is up. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Tatum from long range. Here's Sumner. Knocks down the long J.
Unselfish play. When your shot's not there, just make the next pass.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. In for the Bucks, Clint Capella.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Milwaukee foul. Clint Capella. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Celtics, LaMarcus Aldridge. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, players like Aldridge are a little bit of a diminishing breed in the NBA, a master in the low post with all sorts of ways to score in the paint.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Pass to Griffin. So we see the Celtics get the win here. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
Good night, everybody.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together. And this was all I expected, man. I'm glad that, we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that.